Story 1. Want me to handle it all on my own? Fine, but I'll only go so far. Before we start, comment at what time you're watching this video right now. Alright, on to the stories. I used to work at a small printing company that dealt with custom orders for businesses, from business cards to big banners. Up front, there were only 2 of us running things, me and April. We handled incoming orders, sent out invoices, and kept everything coordinated with the production crew in the back. It was hectic, but as long as both of us were there, it stayed manageable. Then April gave her 2 weeks' notice. She'd found a new job with better pay, and while I was happy for her, I knew I was about to be stuck with everything. 2 days before her last day, I went to Nathan, the manager, and asked, "Have you found someone to replace her yet?" I already knew it was going to be a nightmare without another clerk. Nathan just shrugged and said, "We'll figure it out. You're capable, you'll handle it until we find someone." April's last day came and went, and that next Monday, I was sitting at the front desk alone. It was like a dam had burst. Orders piled up, phones rang nonstop, emails came pouring in, and the production team kept walking up with questions. I couldn't even catch my breath, much less take a lunch break. By the end of that first day, I was exhausted. I went to Nathan again and told him, "This isn't sustainable. When are we getting another clerk?" He gave me the same condescending smile and said, "You're doing fine. Show me how well you can handle things on your own." I wasn't doing fine. I was pissed, but I kept it together. How well I can handle it on my own. Fine. I'll show you exactly what I can handle. I'll do only as much as I can. Nothing more, nothing less. So I stopped pushing myself. I slowed everything down. Every order, every email, every call, done strictly in the order they came in. No exceptions. If a customer walked in, they waited until I finished whatever I was already working on. Calls went to voicemail if I was busy. Emails sat there for hours before I got around to them. I took my time with everything, careful and steady, but never fast. Just slow enough that Nathan would realize what a mistake it was to think I could cover 2 jobs alone. And I stopped staying late. 5 o'clock came, I packed up. If it wasn't done, it wasn't getting done. It didn't take long for things to collapse. Orders got delayed. Customers started complaining, and the production team couldn't get their jobs moving because I wasn't processing things fast enough. Everything just spiraled. Every single thing. By the end of the week, Nathan lost it. He stormed into the office, demanding to know why everything was falling apart. I leaned back in my chair and calmly showed him the logs, the emails, everything that proved I had been keeping up as much as any one person reasonably could. That was when it finally clicked for him. Later that same afternoon, he posted a job listing. Funny how he only got around to it once the whole place was in shambles. I kept my steady pace while waiting for help to arrive, taking care of everything as carefully as I could. A week later, the new clerk started. On her first day, I made sure to walk her through every detail she needed to know, so she could settle in quickly and understand exactly what needed to be done. If you're still watching, means you're enjoying the stories. Subscribe so you can look forward to more stories like these. Now on to Story 2. You're charging me to close my account? Cool, I'll leave it open forever. A long time ago, I worked at a company that set me up with a retirement account through Fidelity. Later on, I switched jobs, and my new company gave me a retirement account through a different provider. So I called Fidelity to move my old account funds into the new one. They said they could do it, but there was a $50 account closing fee. Why do they have a closing fee? Because fuck me, that's why. I tried to be smart and asked if they could just leave $1 in the account, but they told me there has to be a $50 minimum in case I ever want to close it later. That's when I decided to go with MaliciousCompliance. I told them to roll over everything except $50. Leave the account open. Send me quarterly statements about my $50. Invest it. Let it grow. Now I have a yearly tradition. Once a year I call Fidelity and tell them to transfer everything except $50, which usually means they mail me a check for a couple of dollars. By now, they've definitely spent more than $50 on service, postage, and mailing me those checks. And I still have decades left before retirement. I want to see how much I can cost them before they give up and hand me my $50. I'll happily die with that account open if it means they never get their closing fee. Why? Because fuck them. Edit. I've got a pretty embarrassing update. After this post blew up, I called Fidelity this morning to see if I could get them to just waive the fee. Turns out they actually got rid of the closing fee years ago. I never even checked after that first call. That's how deep I was in my own malicious compliance. I've been screwing around for nothing. The representative even asked me if I wanted to close the account. I told him no. I'm committed now. Let it ride. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe so I can keep bringing you more of these stories. Thanks for sticking around till the end. See you next time, and take care.